Is dog's hardware running cat software? And no, I did not make it up. Hi guys, welcome! And welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm your Russian-American makeup and beauty addict. I love doing tutorials and reviews of usually affordable, inexpensive makeup from AliExpress, drugstore, online, cheap store, anything. I'll test it all on my eyeballs, on my face, and I'll pass the savings to you guys. So this is one of the a trendy look videos. So the recent trend has been Foxy eye makeup, and that's supposed to look like this, I guess. So if you guys are interested and want to see what the heck Foxy eye is, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube tells you when I upload. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 AM Pacific time. So give this video a thumbs up if you like it and leave me a comment. Let's talk. So let's get right into this tutorial. Before we get into the tutorial, I just wanted to say a couple of words about this palette I'm going to be using. So this is going to be sort of a review at the same time. It's nothing very special, but this is something I got in TJ Maxx. I don't have the tag, how much it was. I believe it was a few bucks because, I mean, it's TJ Maxx. They have discounted makeup from Target. I don't know how they got it, but they got it. So that's Pixie by Petra. It looks like this. It is a pretty but neutral palette. It's called Hello English Rose and has 3 highlighter shades for the deep skin tone, medium light. I use this two on my face. It has a beautiful highlighter shade, glitter shade. You can just see those are really reflective. And the highlighter for the face, these 2 shades I used on my face. So I used a lot of shades on my makeup, so I'm going to be talking about this palette and doing this Foxy eye look. And if you're wondering what the heck Foxy eye is, Google it. It's a fox. It's not a cat. It's not a dog. So let's get right into this tutorial. So here we are doing a Foxy eye look, which I didn't know about, honestly, until like a couple of weeks ago. What is Foxy eye? Like seriously, people, it's a cat's eye. Cat eye. See? Cat eye. And what is fox anyway? Cat isn't a fox, right? And fox is dog's hardware running cat software. And no, I did not make it up. That's my husband, he told me. He's a nerd and he knows all that. I just love that. I thought it was funny. Fox is dog hardware running cat software. Perfect. So that's what we're doing. We're doing just that. So I already blocked my eyebrows. I have permanent makeup, microblading, so I usually just fill them in. So I used thick concealer, like e.l.f. Camo Concealer is great for that. It's very dry. It's terrible under my eyes, but I blocked like these edges on my eyebrows, like my eyebrows right here. So I blocked them and I drew my eyebrows above to give it like a lift. And I also put my hair in a ponytail to give it like a real lift up. And I did my face makeup, obviously. I just used the dewy hydrating foundation from Wet n Wild, which I haven't touched in a while, so I used that. e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I used Makeup Revolution contouring palette, and I used this highlight from Pixie by Petra palette, which I got in TJ Maxx, and I have not reviewed it. I got it a while ago. I just grabbed it because it was so cheap there. I don't remember. It was just like a couple of bucks, just a few dollars. So I used this, and this is called Gilded, and this is called Blossom. So it's like pinkish, and Gilded is like golden. It's beautiful. The highlighters are beautiful. And I decided to use this palette for that Foxy eye look, just to see how this works. And so far, it's not a bad palette. It's very neutral, but this is a neutral kind of look. Because we're talking about natural cat eye Foxy, whatever. So when you Google Foxy eye, you'll see Bella Hadid pictures, and it looks like this. I'm gonna give you a high-tech picture on my phone right there. So that's what it looks like. And it looks very sultry, very cute. And it's pretty much like a facelift, eye lift without surgery. That's what it says. So we're going to be doing just that. So I already did my eyebrows, as I said. I put highlighter under my brow bone, and this is ethereal color. It's very, very, very light, beautiful. And I put a little in my inner corner. So now this first step, it's really simple. First step I'm going to do is take black eyeliner. You can use powder eyeshadow. I've seen some people doing that. I've seen some people go with the liquid eyeliner right away. I chose to start with this Hollywood and Wine black crayon, just a regular black eyeliner. I got this in BoxyCharm, and it's very soft. I usually don't use this kind of things. So I'm going to kind of tight line my lashes first. And then we're going to line my upper lid just a little bit. So when it comes to the edge of your eye, so the line should go up, following your lower lash line up, instead of kind of winging up like the normal way. We're gonna go straight up. So I'm gonna follow this line here and go straight up, just like that. You don't have to be precise because I'm going to follow with eyeshadow, and then later on you can clean up with a concealer brush. It doesn't have to be perfect, just like this. And make sure it matches the other eye. I think the other eye was drawn up a little more, so I'm going to take my concealer brush and just kind of clean up the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in this edge, and make sure when you open the eyes it still looks right, because when you close your eyes it might look cute, but when you open it might look a little weird. So the line should go kind of swooping up. So I'll open my eyes, I'll look straight up, straight at me, and make sure the line has a nice flow and points up. So now I'm taking the darkest eyeshadow in this Pixie palette. And this is, by the way, if you're wondering, Hello English Rose. I believe it's not new because it was on sale in TJ Maxx. So this is color called Charcoal. It's got a real dark brown. I don't know why it's called charcoal. Charcoal's supposed to be gray and this is brown. Why are you naming the colors wrong, Petra? Alright, so taking liner brush, just any liner brush, thin angle brush will do, and I'm just gonna tap it on. If you don't like to do your base first, you can just do this later, the base later, and clean up your eyes easier. I just do my base first, it's easier. So we just smudging the liner. Some people prefer not to line the whole eye and just do the wing, but I'm very extra and I like extra darkness on the outer corner. So I'm winging it up, out and up. And this is like I'm trying to match the eye as usual, and I think this one is slightly lower. So I might take a little bit more concealer and just patchwork a little bit below this line to make the line look a little bit more pulled up. Alright, so now we got this base of the eye shape. Going with the same color. Actually, what did I do on this eye? I'm trying to remember the order of things. That's what happens when you don't remember. I was chatting with my girls on Zoom and doing this makeup on this eye. Do I remember what I did? No, I don't, because I was laughing with the girls on Zoom. So now I'm taking a lighter color. So I'm gonna go with light to dark now. This is Lavish Brush from BoxyCharm last month, April. It's tapered blending. It looks like this. And I'm going to the lilac color, actually, just a very, very light color. Just a wash of color here on the lid. I've primed myself with Spillways base, if you're wondering. It's a little greasy, but I like it as a base actually on me. Because my skin is dry, my eyelids are dry. And I find it very moisturizing, I like it. So I'm blending this out onto the highlight right away. Just to soften up the edges. Because we don't have hard edges, so we want to pull everything up into the highlight, brow bone highlight. So now that we laid this lilac color, it's like almost no color at all. I'm using the same brush. I'm gonna go through the color switch and we're going to this light taupe color, which is called Daring. This one. That one is very light too. It's a great transitional shade. I believe this is a very boring and neutral palette, but it's a good neutral everyday palette. People that need neutrals for everyday work situation, when they get back to work, that is, they're gonna need this. So pulling this up. Next we're going into the darker tone. I'm using a little small brush, and this is from AliExpress. Just a blending brush, but it's a little bit smaller and a little firmer. So I'm going into the darker shade. This one in the middle, it's called Stunning. I don't see anything stunning about this shade. Why is it stunning, Petra? It's just plain boring. It's like poop. It's like a healthy color of poop. Like a not sickly poop, but healthy poop. Why I'm talking about poop? Always ends up with poop. That's what happens when I use brown eyeshadow. Always ends with poo. So now I'm blending this not all through the crease, but just in the outer portion of the eye, just to pull it up. Apply is very easy. It's a very nice neutral shade that blends right into the brow bone. Going back to a lighter color, kind of create a soft, very soft blend. Now I'm going into the darker tone, and I'm going to the pencil brush. This is Moda pencil brush from BoxyCharm. Looks like this. It's very firm, very pointy. I'm going back into the darker shade, and the name of the darker shade is, oh yeah, charcoal. Yeah, again, another wrong name. This is like a light healthy poo, and this is like a dark poo. Like when you take Pepto-Bismol and your poo is real dark. I don't know why I'm going with the poo. I can't stop and I can't help it. To be honest and to be fair, this is not a bad palette. It's just brown, but I mean, it performs nicely. There is nothing wrong with the shade. It blends well, I mean, it's nice. The highlighter shades are really the best. So I'm just dragging it up into the same cat eye shape, trying to pull it up. And if this looks a little lower, I'm just gonna go back with concealer brush and clean it later. But of course, if you guys are doing this look, do both eyes at the same time, so you don't have to deal with what I'm dealing now. If you do one eye at a time, that's what happens. It's always gonna be crooked. So the low lash line usually left alone in this kind of looks, but I want to add just a little extra something, just a little bit of a cast of shadow underneath. I hate to have nothing in my low lash line, but I'm going for a real light shades here. So I'm gonna go in between this and this, kind of tap in between, and just smoke out the low lash line just a tad, but very little, so you can't really see that harsh line. You see this eye, you can't really see it, and kind of drag along the low lash line. Okay, I put a little bit of white in my waterline, and this is a ColourPop gel white eyeliner because I like my eyes to be open, even though it's a foxy eye, but I like to be a big foxy eye. It's a fox with a large eyeballs. So I'm gonna use now shimmer shade, which is very attractive to me. So I want to put a little shimmer here. I'll just use my finger. So this is called Shine. That's very appropriate. Shine. It looks like it has a lot of glitter. I did the other eye with a brush, but I think it works better with a finger. So I'm just gonna go right onto my eyelid. Yeah, it definitely has glitter in it. I'm not mad at this shade, it's very pretty. So So I'm not doing any cut crease or anything. I'm just kind of putting this glitter in my on my eyelid. And now I'm going to take brush with a darker shade, medium shade. I'm going to smoke out this line right here. Just make sure it's still all pulled up. Alright, so we're getting the general pulled up look. And now I'm gonna go extend the line into my inner corner, and here's where it's tricky, because if you guys have a white set eyes, this helps and it makes your eyes look actually better. But if you have deep set eyes and like more or less close, I mean, I wouldn't say my eyes that close, but they're on the like close, a little more close than they're normal, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I don't like that because it makes my eyes too close. So go very, very lightly. So less is more here. And I can't believe I'm saying less is more, because for me, it's always more is more. But I'm going to go really gentle. And this is a Scandalize Rimmel. Just a regular eyeliner. I'm gonna just extend it a little. So you're following the upper eyelid, upper lash line, I guess, line, and just extend it in. If you have a white set eye, so you have eyes that not that deep, you can go even closer to your nose. I prefer not to because it's just not flattering on me. And I'm gonna extend it into a low lash line just a little bit. So I went off camera and cleaned up my inner corner a little bit more with concealer and brightened up the black so it really pops. So now I'm going to apply mascara. So I curled my eyelashes already off camera, so what I have left, mascara and eyelashes, pretty much, that's it. And then after the eyelashes applied, I'll be able to evaluate the shape, and if something looks a little off and crooked, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. So I'm using Bad Girl Bang Benefit. This is like my current favorite. Thank you, Teresa. My friend is sweet. She gave me this as a gift. I love Teresa. She's a funny girl and she's very smart. I keep on praising her on my channel because I love her and she's funny. Alright? If you guys are not following her yet, her channel is going to be listed in my description. If you're not tired of me talking about my friends, then we have another one that just got her own channel. Her name is Rebecca, and she's amazing. She knows a lot about makeup because she worked with makeup, salon makeup. So she has her new channel, and she's so pretty and she's so beautiful and she's so good with makeup. If you guys are interested to check out Rebecca, I'm going to link her channel down below as well. For the last couple of videos I've been meaning to mention her, but as it being a scatterbrain, I always forget things. And finally I remembered. I'm like, mention Rebecca's channel. Yeah, it seems like my makeup group girls, like everybody's trying to start something, you know, we're all bored in isolation. And especially if you have makeup skills, why not? And she's got mad skills, so Rebecca is gonna be on fire. Alright, so that's good enough. So what we do with eyelashes? Fake eyelashes. This is a big part. So I've seen a few things on YouTube that people do. Some people just apply like a quarter or third of the eyelash cut, like on the outside of the eye. That looks very fabulous and really pulls the eye. And some people extra like me would use double stacked eyelashes to make everything pop. But the idea is to put outside corner of your fake eyelash a little above your line, so you're not going on the lash line, you're going above, so it really pulls up your eye. And I got something fall out or something. Anyway, so I stacked, this is a regular pair of eyelashes that I got from just a cheap eyelashes, like a 150 or something. And then I have this pair that I cut in half. I don't know if you can see it, but I stacked, so half is glued on top of the regular eyelash. So now I'm gonna have most volume here, and that's gonna make a difference. So let me put the lash on and I'll be back. Okay, the look is done. I put the eyelashes on, and what I did also, I took a little bit of liquid eyeliner and added a little more wing, like a little thicker brown, brown black, because I only had eyeshadow before, so I wanted to make it a little more intense and black. And I also put it a little bit below in the low lash line, just a little bit, to emphasize that corner, that feline corner. So it's like up, so got corners and I got inner corners. And I'm gonna zoom in so you can see where the eyelash landed, because it landed above my regular lash line. So if you can see, my eyelash is stuck a little bit above where I usually, my lash line is here and my eyelash just a little above, so it gives you like pulled up look. So that's it. That's how it works, I guess. Because that's my first take on Foxy Eye, whatever the heck Foxy Eye is. I'm like, WTF Foxy. It's a cat eye, people. Cat eye. Cat software. Remember, it's cat software. Anyway, I emphasize my inner corners just a little bit off camera, just to make them a lot darker. So got a little more pulled look. The hair's in the ponytail because I wanted to really pull up the eyes, and I like this palette. Let's talk about the palette, because that's my first time using it. So this is sort of a review of palette as well. Hello English Rose. That's not bad. I heard some of my friends said that Petra, Pixie by Petra eyeshadow palettes are kind of blah, but I see why it's blah, because you know, it's all neutral. And as I said a million times during the video, it's all poo-poo colors. But the thing is, it's nice, you know. I like the highlighter shades. It's a really beautiful look. I'm lit. And I like the brown, that the browns are pigmented, and it went well even over the sad base, like that shadow. I mean, it works. It's neutral, but it works. The highlighter shades are very bright. The glitter shades is really great. I haven't used this one yet, but this one, it's so pretty. It's really, really pretty, reflective. So, I mean, I would try again. Maybe I'll do the nun look with this. I mean, it's a very simple palette, but it's pretty. I have nothing against it. And that comes from a parakeet who likes bright colors, so. But overall, I think this is a pretty look. It's really not my regular type of tea, cup of tea. It's kind of like when I was following Robert Welsh natural glam look, like a full glam. I felt like I was out of my comfort zone. And same thing with Scott Barnes' video. It's all like neutrals, but it's kind of cute. I love this. You know, my friend Missa, we're all following her, we all love her from Make Me Up Missa. She did this look and we're all like, what? What is a Foxy Eye? And then after I googled it, I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe I should try it. So there you go, trying Foxy Eye. I almost used the same palette, the James Charles palette, but I was like, well, I don't want to copy Missa completely. Such a copycat. So I'll just use the whatever I haven't used yet. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, this palette, I would say, if I'm not judging the color story, I would say it's a solid 8. It's a good quality palette, really. But if I'm judging color story, of course it's gonna be a 5 because I'm not into it. But overall, it's a great highlighter shades. The quality is good. I mean, everything about it. If you guys have a TJ Maxx near you, and if you want an inexpensive neutral palette when the stores are open, go ahead and go pick it up. Because I believe they always have Pixie and Target. I mean Target, yeah, Target, but also TJ Maxx. So let me know what you guys think about Foxy Eye. Have you heard of the trend? Google schmoogle, look up Foxy Eye. It's gonna be like gazillion of pictures and the videos. And I hope you like it. Try it if you haven't yet, and let me know what you think. I would like to hear in the comments below. Engage with me, give me a comment, please. I like to hear from you guys. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 AM Pacific time. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully something more colorful. And thank you for watching. Bye!